of the internet. This is Jed from Your Guitar Academy. Today we're going to be looking at Lucky Man by the Verve and its sections, some of the chords, how to do the strumming, and it's kind of a beginnery tune, so let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to look at is the strumming. So we're going to keep this simple, so we're just going to take one chord, which is our G major, and this strumming pattern happens over a bar. So we've got 4 beats in the bar, and we're going to think about subdividing each beat into 4 separate beats. And the way we do that is we take the phrase 1 E and a. So we'll take the first beat, and then we've got 1 E and a. So that would sound like this. If we played all of the subdivided beats, we'd have. So that's how we'd strum it. So we've got 1 E and a. So the strumming pattern sounds like this. I'll play it for you, the whole thing. So that happens across one bar. So we've got 4 beats, that's one bar, and then each beat's subdivided into 4 separate beats. So you kind of want to imagine that your right hand is playing all of those beats, if it were. Like you want to strum sort of 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3. If you get this motion going, it gives the rhythm kind of a smoother feel, rather than keeping your hands static and just hitting the strums when they happen. We take the first 2 beats of this strumming pattern. They're going to be the down strokes on the down beat, so that's 1 and 2. So that would be 1 E and a, 2 E and a. But we want to keep this right hand moving, so we go 1 E and a, 2 E and a, like that. So that's the first part of the strumming. So you got. So I hope that makes sense. You've got that 1 E and a, 2 E and a, like that. So if you get this hand moving, makes it feel a bit easier. As opposed to just going like this. So when we get to the 3rd beat, we're going to strum down, up, which would be 3 E and a, and that would sound like this. So in context from the beginning, we'd have 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. Yeah, and then we're on to the very last beat. The last beat we're going to hit E, a. So we're going to hit 4 E and a. Those are the subdivided beats we're going to strum, and they're both upstrokes. So that would sound like this. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. It would sound like that. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're hitting E and A of the subdivided beat, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what you play on the last beat. So you got. So all of that together sounds like this. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll play that again, but I'll vocalize all of the subdivided beats. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. That's kind of tricky to do. Trying to say that and play at the same time, that's a challenge in itself. So now we're going to take the strumming pattern, I'm going to slow it right down so you get a real sense of how to do it and what it sounds like. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was it once by itself. Now what I'm going to do is loop it so you can hear what it sounds like when you get to the end of the strumming pattern, and then you start again on beat 1. So that would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll try and play the strumming pattern with, and I'm going to vocalize all the subdivided beats that are in there. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 3 Andy? Who's Andy? Andy appeared. You might also find it easier if I vocalize it with just down and up strokes instead of 1 E and a. So I'm just gonna say the strums that I hit. So I'll count it in and then you'll hear what it sounds like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, up, up, up. So that was once, and now I'll do it 2 times so that it loops the strumming pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, down, up, up, up. Okay, so now we'll look at the verse section of the song. So we're going to take that strumming pattern we've just learned and incorporate the chords. So what we have here is a 2-bar repeating set of chords. So in the first bar, we've got G for half a bar, so 2 beats. Then we've got D for half a bar, that's another 2 beats. And then in the next bar, we've got an A sus2, which lasts for the whole bar, so 4 beats. That sounds like this with the strumming pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the verse section. I'll play it through a few times so you can get a feel for the strumming pattern and the chords again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you might have noticed is on that D major chord, towards the end of the bar, I take my middle finger off and put it back on. So I'll play that one more time from the beginning. So we have. So for the D major chord, I'm taking my middle finger off and putting it back on towards the end of the 3rd beat. So that sounds like this. When I put it back on, it's right after the 4th beat. And so if I verbalize that, that would be down, up, up. So there's these 2 upstrokes towards the end of that part of the strumming, where we're taking our middle finger off on one upstroke, upstrum, and then we're putting it back on the next one. So that's all happening from the 3rd beat. So you've got down, up, up. So if I played that slowly, it would be. From the top, it sounds like this. So that's something to practice there, that down, up, up. So just being aware of what direction you're strumming and when your finger's coming off. So you got down, up, up. So from that part, I'll play it just from that 3rd beat, sounds like this, to the end. So we'll have. Not forgetting that very last strum, so we've got. So the whole verse part again sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the second part of the verse, we've got an A sus2. I don't know if you've seen this chord before, but it's very similar to an A major. If you play a normal open A major chord, all you have to do is take your ring finger or 3rd finger off the fretboard. And that's how you play an A sus2. It's quite beautiful, that chord. So that's going to be on the last bar of the verse part. And the strumming pattern is exactly the same. So we've got. Now there's something I do when I transition from the D major chord to the A sus2 right on the upstroke of the last bit of strumming. And what I'm doing there, see if you can spot it. I'll play it and see if you can spot it. So we've got... Did you spot it? So what I'm doing from the transition from the D major chord to the A sus2 is I'm taking all my fingers off, and that very last strum of the strumming pattern, I'm hitting the open strings. So I'm going... So I'm doing an up strum on the very last strum of the strumming pattern with open strings, and then when the strumming pattern starts again, we're landing on that A sus2 chord. So we've got... Yeah, so that's what that little transition there sounds like. I'll play the whole strumming pattern for you fairly slowly, and you can have a listen to it. Strum along if you're confident enough. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we'll look at the chorus part of the song, which is very similar in, well, the strumming pattern's exactly the same, but we've got a slightly different set of chords. So we've got an E minor, this is a new chord in the progression. You can play it either like this or like this. So we're going to be playing E minor, then we're going to be playing a G major, then a D major, and then a regular A major. So I'll play those 4 chords for you with the strumming pattern. So. Yeah, so very, very straightforward, very, very similar. Strumming pattern's exactly the same, just a new set of chords. So. The strumming pattern will last for, well, it lasts for a bar, but the chords will last for a bar each. So we've got E minor for a bar, G major for a bar, D major for a bar, and A major for a bar. So now that we've gone through the verse part and the chorus part, I'm going to stick them both together. I think I'll play through the verse part twice, and the same for the chorus, just so you can get an idea of what it sounds like. If you want to strum along, please do. I'm going to count it in. Here we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you had an opportunity to hear me play through the song. Hopefully you could hear that section change into the chorus if you were paying attention. It's fairly straightforward. If you're interested in any of these concepts, like open chords and strumming, we've got full courses available, and that's on the Guitar Club, and that'll be in the description below. But now back to the band.
From me and the rest of our wonderful tutors for watching this video. If you do want to check out another video, another playlist, you can click right over here. Otherwise, if it feels like the right time for you and you're ready to give it a go, Our Guitar Club link is right up here. You can get a 14-day free trial and you'll get access to our complete courses, our amazing community, and everything you need to properly upgrade and start loving the process of learning the guitar. I'll see you later.